Alrighty. Shoot, I need to fix my audio. I've missed a step. There's a lot to get this stream going. Mostly because I'm doing this old school way, so it's really complicated, convoluted. Insert way to say it's difficult here. Yep. I thought Tetris was the most sold game. Oh, it might be... No, it's... Okay, so it's Wii Sports. No, Minecraft... Okay, so it's a tie between Tetris and Minecraft because Tetris has had multiple versions. And to be fair, Minecraft has also had multiple versions, so that's not... It's an unfair comparison. For both games, it's an unfair comparison to say that they're the most sold, because a lot of people... I have bought Minecraft... I have Java Edition, I have Bedrock Edition, I have Pocket Edition, I have PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4... Like, there's so many different versions of Minecraft, and there's also so many different versions of Tetris. Tetris is also a decade older than Minecraft. Only a decade? Minecraft was 2010 or 2011, and Tetris, original NES Tetris, is from 88. '89 in America. '88 for the original release. Minecraft has a full release was 2011 because that was Minecon. If we want to count development time, like betas and stuff, I mean people bought the game then, but those still just count as Java sales, so. Alright, anyway. Let us begin. So I've got the bit of a weird setup here today, because I've got the CRT here in front of me. You can see via the reflection. Let me see if I can fix my camera. Yeah, let's fix that. No, this looks worse. Never mind. Okay, fine. It's good enough. So, today's plan, busting out the good old CRT. Hopefully this does not destroy the mic audio. I haven't been... It's really hard to tell if the CRT is being picked up. In the mic, because I could hear the CRT through the headphones. Like if my headphones were better, it wouldn't be that big a deal. Alright. Ooh, that's blown out. Hold on, let me wipe off the camera. That better? It's a little bit better. Good enough. How old is the Nintendo? Older than that. Nintendo as a company has been around 1889. Yeah. They've been around for 150 years. Where's the music? This is not in game. I'm not playing the game yet. The music doesn't start until I'm actually playing the game. Alright, so I guess I could just turn the volume up then. If we're doing in-game music. I was gonna not do in-game music, but I think for classic's sake, might as well. Let me get to it. You're gonna get sued for the music? No. This music is not copyrighted that I know of. There's like, even if it is copyrighted, it's not really a big deal. Hold on one sec. Alright. I'm gonna go for a classic number 3, which is my favorite. And also, real quick before I start, it did the thing. It's supposed to be flashing. Oh, I didn't. There we go. I wasn't in high quality on my. Block Blast is the updated version of Tetris. Out. Get out. Alright. So while I'm doing this, I've got a couple of other NES controllers over here. And I'm going to go through them to find the best one out of these 3. I have a 4th one here. This one's perfect. I'm not going to mess with it. You can't see it, but below the TV is I have the controller just sitting on a dock. Who's Howard? Howard is one of the developers, or like somebody at Nintendo. That's their highest score. And Tetris has had levels since the start. That's how the drop speed increases. Alright. Let's begin. So I've had a little bit of practice with the game. But the big thing to look out here for is just how well the controller feels. And I've been using this controller, only this controller. It's not the best controller, that's for sure, but it's not the worst. I've had worse controller experiences. There's a really bad NES controller I have, and it's not fun to play Tetris or any NES game with. It's, I don't think that cheat code works in Tetris. There's only one cheat code I know in NES Tetris, and that's A+ start to increase the level by 10. That's how I'm starting on level 18 instead of level 8. Okay. Mistakes have been made. Oh, and I have to go through the rocket screen. I need to get, like, either a Game Genie or, Hey, there's... Why did it... My audio suddenly got way louder. Okay, cool. Now I'm going deaf. Oh. It's actually not that bad. Is the audio better now? I feel like the audio just got actually decent. Or, like, volume-wise. Alright, cool. Cool. Well, I mean, you want to see something go bad, I can do a 19 and die real quick. Yeah, that's it. 19 is like the limit of my speed, really. At least for classic Tetris. If I was playing modern, I could go way faster. I mean, I could do this the lame way and just single out. I could probably get the kill screen. I wonder if you could single out and get the kill screen, and would that be enough points to max the game out? I don't think it would. Yeah, I started... There's no winning A-type NES Tetris. 20... Whoa, I got like a perfect 0 because I didn't hold down at all. Good start. Bruh. Shouldn't have got that. Oh, I got the Tetris. It's about all I'm gonna be able to do because I just gave myself a brick wall. On the harder side to get over. Yeah, okay. Well, I just hit the camera. I don't think anybody even noticed. Alright, back to 18. Where you can actually play the game. I should improve my 19 play, because I mean you have to play 19 if you're actually good at the game, and you also have to play 19 to be able to max out. So. For such a silly puzzle game, there's been a lot of strategizing in NES Tetris. And I haven't been following it that much because I'm still stuck in very old-fashioned ways. I don't play Tetris the cool way anymore. I do the boomer style. Very much old man maneuvers. Because I'm doing the thing where you hold the button down. And the big strategy for getting your piece in the right location nowadays... Whoopsies. I could recover that. See, we're good. That's not good. I accidentally got a quick tap in. That's interesting. This controller is not great. It's very, like, I don't even know if the mic will pick this up. Hold on. Let me unplug it so you don't have to deal with, like, the beeps from the game. If I, like, put this up to the mic, the D-pad is, like, really squishy. And it's not a very good D-pad, so... So as I was saying, the current strategy... I can kind of do it. Here, I'll just go to level 0. So, the strategy is to hit the back of the controller a bunch of times with your left hand. And that's supposed to be faster than the hold the button down. But of course, that takes a lot of practice and a lot of pain, as say as I, like, almost do a perfect roll. There's a lot that goes into rolling. It goes with, like, the controller needs to be the right kind of controller. Your inputs have to be very precise. We're talking in like a 30th of a second. You have to get the inputs. But I'm gonna stick to holding the button down because that's it's simpler. It's not, you can't do as much with it. NES Tetris, the highest score in NES Tetris is 999999, technically, max out. But people who have, like, calculated the highest score, I think it's, like... I don't know what the highest score is. It's, like, a few billion for sure. I think it's probably in, like, the tens of billions. Because somebody has wrapped around 255 levels of NES Tetris before. I think that was on an anti-crash version of Tetris, because, I mean, if you go too long in NES Tetris, the game will crash. But there's ways to get around it by, like, hacking the cartridge to not do specific things. Not sure what I'm gonna do here. Well, that would've worked. Not the blue storm, though. Shoutouts to the people who can commentate better than me while playing NES Tetris, or playing Tetris in general. Because Tetris takes a lot of focus to do. Especially NES Tetris. You don't really have a lot of chances to look away from the screen. Well, there, I had a chance there because I got a Tetris. There's also one thing that's much easier to do with the flick rolling method. Is course correction. You can just move the piece around really wherever you want it to be, within reason. Like, you can't move the piece back up the board. I know that's possible in some version of Tetris, not this version of Tetris. Alright, I think this will be my last run of this controller, and then I'll move on to another one. Of course, this comparison isn't going to be completely fair, or like the controller testing, because I mean, I will be playing differently. Okay, that was not a good run. Try that again. This is gonna be the true last run of this controller. I could have done that a better way. God damn it. That's really annoying. I just let go too soon. Piece hadn't gotten to the right location yet. Alright. So I'm gonna just go ahead and set this down. Put it like smack dab in the middle of my desk. My desk is over that way, by the way. Because, like, I don't... You look like who the fuck is Roderick? Oh, Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Nah. Alright. Next controller. So these have been sitting in a box. These took forever to find, by the way. Finding the NES. Like, this thing was in a box. This is a story. I'll just, like, do the story as I get started on this controller. Oh, this feels like it's gonna be a good controller. You literally can't tell a difference. Like, you're just looking at these and you're like, It's just a Nintendo controller. Oh yeah, you could just use this camera. It's just a Nintendo controller. What's so cool about it? I doubt this is a rolling friendly controller. Definitely not. Hello? What? Oh no. What's with this controller? What? The hell? It's not good. Controller's being weird. I guess old instrument, plus it's been sitting in a box for months. Alright, it seems to be working now. That was weird. Just decided to, like, act strangely for a second. Okay, so anyway, as I was saying, this NES and these controllers have been sitting in a box for a long time. They've been up in the attic. And the story that goes along with this is that we couldn't find the NES. Like, we thought it could be literally anywhere but where it was. Because I'll get to where it was later. But me and my dad have been searching for the this NES for a while, off and on. Like every couple months we'll be like, okay, let's find let's lock in, let's find this NES. And then every time we come out empty-handed, and it's like, what the hell? We checked the attic, we checked the garage. That's really the only places there's boxes. We were convinced, like, we were like, it's in a little box. We misjudged the size of the box first, because we thought it was smaller than it was. NES is big console. We searched the attic a few times, we searched the garage a couple times, we could never find it. Because we were searching through our stuff, and didn't realize that at some point it got shifted. So we had to go search through everything. It was actually really funny where it ended up, because it was really right in front of our faces the entire time, or like right under our noses. And we just couldn't figure it out. We were like, where is this thing? We can't find it. And then finally, I can't remember who it was. I think it was my dad who turned around and looked down at the other side of the room, the attic. This is in the attic. The attic split into two areas between, like, my family stuff and some other stuff that we brought from, because we moved recently. And then, so we look in the other stuff pile, and just sitting right there on the floor, there it was, the NES. It's like, you've got to be kidding me. We've been up in this attic how many times, and couldn't find it? Oh, I placed my cables in front of the TV. My bad. Whoops. Didn't see anything. This controller feels better. I'm just playing worse. Because I'm, like, talking, trying to be entertaining. Am I even being entertaining? Have I been wasting my time commentating? Probably. Who knows? Nobody in chat to say otherwise, so... Oh my god, I got the spin. You've got to be kidding me. I am the best. It's so awkward to do spins in NES Tetris. Oh, I could've get a long bar in time. was a running joke, is like whenever we couldn't find anything for the past few months, it's been like, yeah, it's with the NES. And there's a couple other things that we couldn't find as well. Found those recently. One of them pertaining to this CRT. Come on with the delayed auto shit. Okay, blocks just falling straight through that. There's a couple other things that were missing. I'm just gonna keep doing this story as I keep restarting. Dude. I'm gonna not talk about this run. Okay, so. Where was I? Okay, so yeah, there was other stuff missing. There was a Chromecast that was also missing. It was like, where's the Chromecast? It's with the NES. Where's the NES? It's with the Chromecast. It was like back and forth with that. And then we found the NES, so it's like, okay, now where's the Chromecast? It was nowhere near the NES, funny enough. And I just found that the other day. I think it was like a couple days ago when I was just getting this CRT set up, which was also... I guess this is just gonna be a big story time, because I've got a lot of stories to get to how I got here playing NES Tetris on a CRT in my basement. Because originally I was gonna do this out in the garage, but then I realized that it would be kind of a pain to set everything up in the garage, and also the weather. Since the garage is disconnected from the house, it doesn't... whatever the temperature is outside is what it is inside, and it's either been too cold or too hot, and there's been like no in between for me to go out and use the garage for recording or streaming. So it's just like, okay, you know what? Screw that. I'm gonna take it inside, take it to the basement. But yeah, after I got it in from the basement, or in from the garage, the CRT, which was a whole mess. Getting a big-ass CRT down into a basement is not the easiest thing. Getting a CRT lugged around at all is not easy. If you are at all familiar with the CRT, you know that these things are heavy. With a capital heavy. But I was able to lug it down, surprisingly. Not the strongest person in the world. Dude, I can get all the spins in the world, but I can't actually play the game. What is this draw? What are these pieces? What are these pieces? Oh, that could have been an epic save right there. Is this enough to get... Yeah, I got UFO. Wow, UFO does not take much. So, lugging this CRT in, I had to use a side door off of the garage. I couldn't take it in from upstairs, because the upstairs... I can actually show you this, because my camera... If you didn't notice, I'm not using my green screen right now, because I have my camera flipped, so I turn off the background removal. Basement reveal! It's just a bit of a minor basement reveal. Yep, I'm in a basement. That staircase right there, it's not wide enough to fit the CRT, so I had to bring it in. There's a side door, like, across from my area of the basement, and we had to crack that open. It's like a really old door, kind of run down. Like, I mean, if you look at this place, it does not look like the best place for me to be hanging out all the time, but it's the only place where I've got, like, to myself, in a way. Speaking of, I should probably close the door that leads to the basement. Alright, that's good. Basement secured. Alright. As I was saying, we had to lug it in through a side door, But those steps are even worse, but the doorway was wide enough to fit the CRT in, so that was the only route. But since there was less steps, since it was just going straight outside, it was like three steps. So I just set it down at the top of the staircase, walked around out like through the house and back down, and then picked it up and just, like without being on any steps, I just picked it up and set it in the basement. And that was that for bringing the CRT in. But then the next issue with the CRT was... Are you fucking serious? Dude, this controller... It's so good, but I feel like... It must be broken, like, here or something. Unless I broke the NES controller port, which... Not ruling that out. So I brought that in, and there's one thing missing from the CRT. I was missing the remote. And the remote is important because without the remote, you can't get into the service menu. And the service menu is really important on these CRTs because sometimes they're junk and you have to make a bunch of adjustments to them to have them look decent. And I had to make a bunch of adjustments to this one. It probably doesn't really matter since I kind of realized I'm recording this off a camera. You're not going to notice, like... I mean, I guess you can kind of see, like, this white bar. And I could probably adjust it, like, hide the white bar. But, I mean, it is accurate. I had to make a bunch of adjustments. You probably can kind of see that the geometry is a little bit off. Maybe. I didn't get this adjusted perfectly. I adjusted it good enough. So once we got this in, I had to find the controller, and I was like... Got some help, because I thought it, like, might be up in the attic again, with like, the NES and stuff. It was not. What am I doing? I don't know what the play is here. It was not in the attic. I thought it might be. I figured, like, it's probably with some other controllers, because I know we have a bunch of remotes for other TVs and stuff, or, like, other electronic thingies that are not... Dude. What is happening? Cool, rip next box. Figured it could be either in... We have a bunch of boxes of cables, and the boxes of cables hold more, like, remotes and stuff as well. I figured it could be in one of those, but I couldn't find it, so I was like, where is this thing? I checked the attic, checked the garage, checked a bunch of different places. It wasn't in any of those. It wasn't in any of the boxes, at least. But what I did find, funny enough, while looking through one of the cable boxes full of cables, I found the Chromecast. I was like, I just dig it out. I turned to my dad because my dad's helping me look for the remote as well. He's like, "You looking for this?" You just hold the Chromecast. It's like, yeah. He got the Chromecast set up. He had to borrow my monitor to set it up, but now that's all good, and that was cool. And then we also found the remote same day. Found the remote and the Chromecast, which means I think that means we found everything that was missing in the house, or like everything that we couldn't find for the past like 3 months. I brought the Chromecast in, and my dad asked something like, "Are you sure you have a controller for this thing?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm sure I have a controller for this thing. I remember using it." And then we both turn to the drawers that were in my old desk, which is not set up, not being used anymore. It was supposed to be given to, like, one of the kids in the house, but that didn't happen. Probably because the ceiling is too low for it here. We're just like, we'll wait and get it set up at the next house, that'll be fine. Because this is supposed to be a temporary house, and now we've been here for like 7 months, so... Things just move slowly sometimes, I guess. But then we both turn and go to the shelves that were on my old, or underneath my old desk. And right inside of it was the controller. I'm showing the controller again for some reason. I showed it earlier, you know what it looks like. Yeah, that was that. It was cool. Got all of that sorted, finally. It's like a 7-month journey to find 4 items. What a mess. A lot of story stuff, so now I gotta just be interesting and talk about the NES Tetris gameplay again. I guess I can talk about how different and unique it is, but I feel like most of the people watching this probably already know how NES Tetris works. I mean, I guess I could just like ask, hey, how many of you know how NES Tetris works? And I get no response because nobody actually talking in chat. Hi, lurkers. Shout out to the lurkers, y'all are cool. Well, that's fun. As the big difference with NES Tetris is that it's not as lenient as modern Tetris is. Modern Tetrises are a lot more lenient when it comes to like how you move your piece around, how it drops. Like you've got a grace period when the piece hits the ground, it doesn't immediately lock. And I think a lot of people don't actually know that about even modern Tetris, that it doesn't immediately lock. That Insta-lock is only a thing in the classic Tetris games. And maybe TGM? I don't know if Grandmasters has Insta-lock. Doesn't matter because I'm dead! I'm dead! Can't play this game right. I mean, this controller, if it wasn't being goofy and like keep disconnecting or like randomly pressing buttons, like this would be like the best controller probably. Or second best. Because I mean, the controller I showed that I'm not going to be using is a very, it's like essentially brand new. Like it feels like, it's hard to say because I'm way younger than the NES, but it feels like what I'd expect a brand new NES controller to feel like. It's very stiff. It hasn't been, like, broken in yet. Oh my god, I'm alive. That's crazy. But that's the good thing about this controller. This controller feels broken in, but not bad. Like, not used to death, sort of thing, like the other controller I started with. Alright. That's enough of this controller. I think I've learned enough about this thing. I will put this ahead of the previous one. Because it does feel better. It genuinely does. There's also a 5th controller. I showed 4 controllers. There's a 5th NES controller that we have. But it's like, it's really trash. So I've already got that one labeled and I put that one aside. It's like, that one is not being used ever again. And not being used by us, let me be clear. Somebody else might end up having it at some point. This one's got, like, gunk on it. I don't even know. Well, it scraped off easily. I have no idea what that was. Doesn't have a smell, so I have no idea. Okay, this is another good feeling controller. This feels almost like this is again one of the like broken in controllers. This one's not as broken in as the previous one. It's not, it's also, at least as far as I can tell so far, it's not broken. Yeah, this controller is so, this is a good controller. D-pad is so stiff. Like, I feel like I have to push with a lot of force to get that thing to go. This one feels, is it rollable? If I could get the pressure right. Love when I'm banking on one piece to save my run. Oh, this is not good. Never mind, it's fine. Okay. Now I've got the jank. I'm not even sure what I do here. Tried to clear some lines that didn't clear. Bro, that doesn't clear. I don't know what I'm doing. And that still... This really shows you... Oh, good, my camera's messing up. This really shows how inflated the scores are for the higher levels. Like, you could just immediately top of the leaderboard, or like top of the developer scores, and you get the cutscenes from one Tetris. Also shows just how bad the devs were. I mean, they were probably pretty good at the time. Like, there's not a lot of people who knew Tetris as well as people do now. It's just a different game nowadays, really. I don't know if I could recover this. Nope. Roller could recover that. For sure, Roller could recover that. I love joking about, like, rolling and how it's so silly that you just hit the back of the controller to do inputs. Like, it's just so goofy. But it works so much better than every other technique people have had, so this is just what everybody uses. Because you're at a huge disadvantage if you use any other style to play the game. Any other input methods. I don't know what the right terminology for that sort of thing is. I think it's playstyle, even though that sounds wrong. Okay, I need to get that cleaned back up now. Okay, problem solved. Okay. Just figure out how to play the game for like half a second and feel really cool. And then that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you want to watch my camera do something really funny? What the fuck? I don't know why my camera does this when I turn on the screen of the camera. Okay, let me fix the camera. There we go. Okay, so yeah, it's definitely between these two for best feeling controller, in my opinion. I mean, this is all subjective at the end of the day. Somebody could probably grab the really crappy controller I was talking about and be like, this controller's great. Why did they say this was a bad controller? Oh, and I'd be like, what are you on about? This thing sucks. Lovely. Okay, I'm dead. I just randomly decided I want to do more 19 again. 19 is really difficult because of the insta-lock and dash speed. If you don't know what dash is a delayed auto shift. It's the amount of time it takes for a piece to move when you're holding the button. And it's that's okay, that's not even dash, that's just me pressing too soon. No, dude, go further. One further. All you need to do. God, these pieces are just evil. Woo! That's the amount of that's like the max amount of Tetrises. If I get 2 Tetrises on level 19, this is the best I've done on level 19. Guarantee that. Okay, that's over. I can get 1 Tetris on level 19. That's my cap. It's like a hard limit. It's like a hard wall. I don't know why I can't do better. Dude! 1 press! 1 press is all I need. Just go 1 further. It's gotta be, that's the most frustrating thing ever in Tetris, is being 1 off. Cool, I need a long bar, and didn't get it. Yeah, can't set up any one-piece dependencies on level 19. Cool, yes, let's go! I did the thing! I didn't move it correctly! I love NES Tetris. Come on, go over. Like, why did they make dash so slow and the drop speed so fast? I mean, I think the point is that they didn't intend people to get... Well, they intended people to get this far. I guess they just didn't realize how difficult it really is. Or maybe they did, which is why 1 Tetris will put you at the top of the leaderboard. I pushed back, and it was already too late. Still trying to figure out how the pieces work. It's weird. It's weird to say that. Like, the pieces are kind of weird in the way they work in this version of Tetris. Like, how they move and stuff is weird. Definitely a strategy for dassers is to hold the button down harder. And it does work most of the time. I got 10,000 points. Is that enough to hit the... No, okay. I don't know. Yes, level 9. That's where I wanted to be. The camera's not too delayed. I should... Once I do the final recording that I want to do with this setup, I might do it sooner actually, is just show how jank this setup is, because it's really bad. It's a really bad setup for like, for everything involved. We're gonna go until my camera dies, probably. I'm gonna switch back to the broken-y one. See if I can do better on that in a moment. After I'm done screwing around in level 19. Getting screwed over by bad pieces. Yeah, all I did was hold the button down that entire time and I couldn't go far enough. That's how difficult 19 is with DAS. Makes my 18 plays way better though. That was nice. That just felt good to do. Okay. Really getting screwed over here by the long bar requirements. Never mind. I mean, it still sucks, because I'm gonna need to burn a bunch more before I can get a Tetris. No, even more. No, I couldn't have Tetris there. It was not far up enough. I've been on max out pace before. I'm like a few Tetrises in. Probably like halfway through 18, and I kind of teeter out. Dude, I pressed too early. That was gonna be a great run, and I screwed it up. Space shuttle. Don't know why they went with rockets. I mean, probably because Cold War, this game's from Soviet Russia. Just be like, oh, they're gonna send rockets to us with how well you play the game. Or something. I don't know if Nintendo of America or Nintendo of Japan was behind Tetris. Sometimes this game can be really annoying. Because there's no set number of pieces. Like, you're guaranteed nothing. At least in this version of Tetris. You will get whatever the game decides you will get. And, that's that. It'd be really funny to see somebody commentating on their own game in real time. And still do well at this game. It's hard to commentate and do well at this game, that's for sure. Set me up. Peace. Here it comes. I'm gonna get screwed over. Here it comes. Oh, we're good. Yo, what's up, Cape? Got the old school setup going today. Can you hear the CRT one, by the way? I've been trying to ask people, and I haven't gotten a definitive yes or no. Here you go, bro. Thank you. I see you say as I misdrop. Yeah, it was solved. Wasn't that big a deal. Peace confusion. Okay, I need a better place for those. Awesome. That's 3. I can count. That's a Tetris. You hear the what? Can you hear like a high pitch, like dog whistly kind of sound in the background? It's very high pitched. Like, I know a lot of people can't hear it. I'm unfortunate enough to hear it. I can hear it through my headphones is the problem, because I tried to remove it from the microphone audio. Don't hear anything like that. That's good. Okay, that's a good sign. It's hard for me to tell if I really did a good job of removing it, because I can still hear the TV through my headphones. Like, I can still hear the loud... Well, it's not... Some people think it's not that loud. It is that loud to me. I have sensitive ears. Yeah, being young does definitely help with good hearing. That's the top score. Top score tonight, 20K. Not bad. I was actually doing a good job commentating too. That's about halfway to my like record score. I have it recorded here. I have the game recorded actually. I could probably show that. Yeah, it'd be interesting to commentate on my own recording. You know what? I'm gonna do that. Let's do that. Let's see me playing NES Tetris. This is back at the old house. Probably don't remember it because I moved recently. But this is from back when I still lived across the country. Let me see if I can find the right recording. Oh, this is all new stuff. No. Yes? No. Where is it? Here it is. Okay. And my... Okay. Turn that off. So this was 2 years ago. This is still my record. From 2 years ago. I'm gonna have to mute the audio because I was playing copyrighted music. Okay, so the run starts here. Yeah, so this was on an emulator. I'm using a PS4 controller. Here's the run. Okay. It's very clean. Like, I think I go 100% Tetris rate for a while. Even with a massive... Okay, so not 100% Tetris rate. But a very good Tetris rate for most of the game up until I hit level 19, and that's still the brick wall that I cannot pass. Some Gandalf you shall not pass. That's the level 19 transition for me currently, and still. This is very much a vibe run. I did not expect to do well. Because, like, this was my first recording of NES Tetris. Level 19 is the trench. Yeah. Probably doesn't help that I am playing DAS only. I play DAS only. Somehow clutched that out. I think if I did that now, I would have died trying to save that from being so high up. It's like quick recovery though. Like I say, I think my Tetris rate stays around 50%. So not great, but definitely passable. I can't remember the Tetris rate required to max out before kill screen. It's probably somewhere around, I don't know. But like I'm just straight up vibing here. It's also interesting since this was recorded on an emulator, and the emulator has like some special tricks to it, so I can have like the overlay with all this extra stuff on it. Like you can see the efficiency and the Tetris rate. Like, because of that, this is saved, and I can see, like, in AI what their decision would be for the best place to put the piece. It'd be interesting to go back and look at that. Unfortunately, I cannot record my runs on real hardware like this yet. I probably will be able to eventually. But I need like some better adapters because my composite capture card is not good, and is actually really broken. That's why this took me so long, because I had to get the CRT out to play NES Tetris correctly. My capture card, for some reason, was only detecting... Now, remember, I'm in America. America runs on NTSC. For some reason, my capture card thought my NES was outputting PAL. I was like, this is definitely not a PAL system. I've played this on an NTSC CRT TV before. God, that was a lot of shortened things. That just sounded like letter vomit. Trying to explain that. Yeah, Tetris rate actually goes up here for a bit as I get closer to level 19. Because I got greedy at the start and was playing very up high, and I got punished for it. So now I'm playing a bit more cautiously. It's a good cleanup right there. Sometimes it's hard for me nowadays to see this sort of thing. If I kept playing, I'd probably be playing decently, but this is another one of those games where I'm off and on a lot. Nice recovery, nice Tetris. We're really just bringing the Tetris rate way up here. Crazy. Still vibing, by the way. I think this might be another one of those games where it's a very much momentum game for me. So, like, if I'm playing well on a day, I'm going to continue to play well. If I'm playing bad, I will just continue to play worse. So I very much have to be on the right vibe. What a good long bar pull. 10 lines away. It's 130's the transition, I believe. I think I start fumbling here because I know the transition's coming up. So like I start focusing on keeping my board nice, and it falls apart. So I'm either 1 line away or 10, 11 lines away. I can't remember. Okay, yeah. So I transition, and that's over because I'm too high up. But yeah, if I was able to keep going with that pace, kept going through 19 onwards, I would have definitely hit max out. But unfortunately, I can't do level 19, so I just immediately fumble. I tried to get this piece down to burn some lines, but I just couldn't get it over. Get the mic recording. I think I have a good reaction to this, because this is still my best score, 557,000, or yeah, 557,000. 557, that is a huge record for me. That's like, blows my previous scores way out the water. 70% Tetris rate is incredible. Holy. It's not the best Tetris rate in the world, but it was such a good game. Alright, back to playing on here. I'm going to go ahead and switch out to the crappy controller. For those who just got here, I've been testing out a bunch of different NES controllers because I have a bunch of them. I have 5 of them in total. One that's really good and one that's really bad. Those 2 I haven't really played on. But there's 3 others that I've been testing. This one here, you can't really tell any difference. They just look like NES controllers. But this one here is the worst. And if I put it up to the mic, you can just hear it. It's just like, it's goopy. The D-pad's like sticky. It's very sloppy. The A and B buttons are fine. The A and B buttons are fine on like all of these, but the D-pad is like the big thing. This is probably like the most rollable controller we have, like where you can really you don't need to put a lot of pressure to roll on this thing. And then the good one is right down here. I showed it earlier, but I just have it kind of like the king of the NES controllers. And then I have this one, which was being weird earlier. Maybe giving it some warm-up time, it won't freak out. So when I plugged this in the first time, it like spammed all the buttons. It was weird. I will say I think this controller feels better than the other controller that I think is really good. Out of the, like... Oh, like, other controllers, not the best of the best, but, like... You know? It just sucks that it doesn't work right. Or it seemingly didn't work right. It's working fine so far. Waiting for it to randomly pause on me! See, that's the sort of thing that should get me killed most of the time. Going up that high. It's just too risky. Okay, can I get some room to work with here that isn't, like, just junk room? Hey, there's the long bar. How you been? You're late to the party. I needed you like 5 minutes ago, and it was not even 5 minutes ago. I needed you like 5 seconds ago. Like the second I cover the hole, as this game loves to do. It's a very big troll sometimes. Where it's like, oh, you covered the well. Here's that long bar that you ordered 5 minutes ago. Leave a one-piece dependency. Technically two, but like not as efficient to use a long bar to clear that sort of dependency. That's one of the things that I have not been able to improve on after all this time, is leaving myself room, like giving myself options. I always get locked into one single decision, and like it has to be done that way, or else like my whole plan falls apart. See, it's falling apart, like right in front of our faces. No, dude, no, I can't get over. I can't get over. Trying to adjust my camera some more, so I was a little bit off. So 2 of the top 3 scores were done with this controller that has been acting sort of strange. That's interesting. What am I, what is any of this? Need a square? No. Need a blue L? And I get a J. No. That's an L. I needed a J, and I got an L. Fitting. check this again. Alright, I'm probably gonna continue streaming for like another 15-ish minutes. That'll be dinner time, I assume. Will my camera be fixed? Alright. Like, I essentially played that at 19 speed right there. Like, the way I played that was essentially 19 speed. But because I had more time to be able to dash it over in 18 speed, I expected that to clear. No. Because, like, that was all pull down that first bit before I started screwing up. I was holding down on the D-pad to make it go down faster. And going down faster on 18 makes it 19 speed. See what I mean? That's just straight up, the way that worked out is just pure luck. There's not a lot of skill involved with that strategy there. And again, it's like, see, it's falling apart. Why do you not clear when I put things down? I think the hardest part of this game is counting to 4. Making sure your 4 lines up. There's been a lot of times where I think I'm Tetris ready, and I'm 1 off. Seriously? Again with the bad timing on the long bar. Are you kidding me? Are you, like, seriously, the second I give up on trying to get a long bar, it's like, yo, here it is. Right there. Right when you need it. Not. Just can't figure out how to recover it. And it's over. It did not want to give me a red there. An L. Okay. Don't think I can get over that. It doesn't matter. I think it'd be easier to play this game and commentate if you could hear my thoughts. It's really hard for me to talk and play. But I can think and play. I've been thinking this entire time. I've been quiet. And I haven't been even really been thinking about the game that much. I mean, I've been putting some thought into it, but like... Okay, I had to focus up there. There's definitely, like, multiple stages to being good at this game. Did my camera fuck up? Lovely. You just have to deal with the roll. There's nothing I can do about it. And sometimes it just happens, you know? I've tried to fix the roll multiple times. This is a modern camera issue. But you just can't beat the roll and shutter. You can't get rid of it. No matter how hard you try, it'll always be there, taunting you for eternity. Thought I misjudged that, I'm not gonna lie. There's a one-piece dependency. And I got it. And I fucked up. I could play one up, but I'm just gonna clear it. Holy cow, okay, that's a new daily PB. Daily record? I don't know what the right way to word that is. Alright, so... I'll take this time to switch back again. Definitely gonna have to mark down the bad controllers and the good controllers. Alright, I'm not gonna be streaming for much longer, that's for sure. I'm gonna switch back, give this like a few more runs. Call that a day. Night thing. Future stream plans for anybody interested. I've decided I'm finally gonna be putting in the time. I'm going to be doing the Geometry Dash streams that I've been promising for the past couple of weeks. I've been wanting to do them for a while, but I haven't been timing it right. Now that I'm working, I can't stream at my normal time. It's close, but I can't start as early as I used to. Because now I'm working early. Which I mean is actually better, because previously the days that I was working was pretty much cut out, like can't stream that day, because my stream schedule was start at 3 o'clock, and I and when I was working night shift or evening shift, it started at 3, so it's like, okay, can't stream today. I guess technically I did a couple of streams while I was working night shift. Like, I just started streaming earlier at like 11, 12-ish, and then went until I had to go to work. But like, that didn't feel as good. And I kind of like felt bad for having to do like super short streams. Because I was doing like maybe 2-hour streams on the days that I was working. And I could probably do much longer streams on the days that I'm working now. I guess not much longer, but like 4 hours maybe. Okay. If any of those cleared anything, I would have been fine. Yeah. As I was saying, next couple of days, I'm gonna be tackling Asphyxia, finally. If you don't know what Asphyxia is, you'll know in the next few days. Maybe tomorrow. Probably not tomorrow. But, definitely by Wednesday you will know what Asphyxia is, if you don't know what it is yet. And if you don't want to know, then don't join the stream. I'll be sad if you don't want to join the stream, but it's fair. GD isn't my normal thing. Neither is this, though, to be fair. Some people have joined. That's cool. It's cool to see people coming in and chatting, even though it's not my normal thing to be playing. I did not get that reception on something that I actually do. I did not get that reception on my charting videos and streams and stuff. Like, nobody watches those, and it's like kind of sad, because like I put a lot of time and effort into those, and they just to have nothing in return is demotivating. But whatever. Lesson learned. Don't upload chart previews anymore. I'll be putting those on the second channel. If people really care about seeing charts, they'll already be subscribed to the second channel. That's fine. I do have a kind of important video that I'm still working on. It's like the "What should I do?" video that I did a while back before I moved. It's kind of like the opposite of it. You'll see what I mean. Again, that's a video that I doubt is going to do well view-wise, but I think it's going to be important for long-time viewers, because they're going to be very confused by a sudden change. And it's not even a change about anything new, so... But I think it's still be important to, like, go over the changes, even though it's not changing anything that's new. It's just changing some old stuff. Discontinuing more things. It'll be that annoying game company that discontinues your favorite game or series, or like channel, or like TV, I guess is probably a better analogy. There's not a lot of things that people were watching anyway, so. I still need to get that scripted. I want to get that up before I leave for my trip at the end of the month. I originally planned to get it up like 2 months ago, but then I didn't. Then I just stopped working on the script because I hate writing scripts. I very much prefer just talking and doing things as I go. That's why I like streaming so much. I guess I could probably do like old school commentaries as well. Bring back some Let's Plays. Nah. I could, but no. Holy wow. Sometimes I surprise myself with the things I pull off in this game. Okay. And sometimes the game just screws you over, you know, shit happens. I got 3 things. They're not important. I mean, they seem important. It's just people asking to play games. I could do that. That could be an interesting stream. I should probably do that at some point. It's like online streams. Cause I haven't done them in a while, and now there's like more interest in it. I don't think I'm gonna get another best tonight, unfortunately. I don't even remember what I was talking about. I got distracted by pings in a Discord server. ADHD moment. Unconfirmed, by the way. I like I know all these things about myself, but I don't actually know all these things about myself. I just haven't bothered to like get object. It's just like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. That's how that that part of me works. Okay, what am I doing here? Oh, I'm doing this. Alright. Heck yeah. Well timed. Ish. Okay. Go for it. Unnecessary burn, but no, burns are always necessary. I don't know what I'm talking about. See, burns are always necessary. You know what happens when you don't burn? You get yourself stuck in a bad situation, like right now. Okay, but like 6 one-line burns in a row kind of hurts. I feel like I've been saying my S's weirdly recently. Probably because of the work I had done on my teeth. I don't know if I talked about that on the stream. A bit too late in the stream to talk about it. I'll probably talk about it next stream. If anybody in this stream remembers to remind me next time, I'll talk about it. Okay. O-Storm. I probably could have survived that. Dang, I could have gotten a high score there. For some reason, recording this way, holy cow, that's hot. Yeah, for some reason, recording this way really fries my camera. And that's why I'm not going to be doing this much. Damn, it's really fucking hot. I wonder if it's gonna like shut down because of like high temperature. It'd be interesting to see if it does. I probably will die. Run out of battery first. Holy. Let's go. Glad I caught that. I thought that was 3 for a second. What? You went one off? T-spin? Do I have to? Well, I can't now. Fuck, I thought that was clear. Oh, I did get a high score. I got a high score. Another high score. So now I've high scored on both of the good controllers. Alright. I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. I'm gonna go ahead and mark the good and bad controllers. Alright, so okay. So this is the bad one. These two are the decent ones. And then they've got the, like, new one. Okay, so I just need to get some tape and a pen, pencil, marker, Sharpie thing. I'll mark these down. Oh, I got some water. You know, I bet if I had some of that while I was streaming, I probably would have done better some of those runs. Let me get some tape and a marker. I'll mark these down. Tape acquired. Let's get these marked. Shoot. I think one of these has connection issues. I can't remember which. Oh, let me mark down the bad one. Easy. Never gonna be confused about which controller's which ever again. Perfect. Love that. Okay, grab the crown controller. I think I'm gonna write like new on this one. Which means I need a little bit of a long piece of tape. Fit that all in there. Okay, that was probably too long of a piece of tape. Whatever. Let me cut this piece of tape back a bit. That's better. I'm gonna leave the one with connection issues down with me, because we have two setups for Tetris, one upstairs and one downstairs. One's an actual NES, mine, and the other's not. Yeah, I'll leave myself with the one with connection issues. Done. They've all been marked. Go ahead and we've got the one I'm leaving down here. And we've got the like new. The oh, I just hit my mic bad. And the good. You know what I should have wrote ugly on this one. Whatever. Alright. I did, just for the record, just in case it wasn't clear, I did not write on the controller itself with Sharpie. It's on a piece of tape, and this Sharpie was bad. So, alright. That's it. Thanks everybody for coming. Yeah, a bit of a shorter stream today, but this was just a testing stream, really, just to see if this would work. And it did work. Kind of. So yeah, next time you will be seeing the CRT, it might be another Tetris stream, might be Deltarune. So I've been wanting to do Deltarune on the CRT, but like I need to do it right, if that makes sense. Like, because I'm gonna be starting from the top. I'm not gonna be starting from 3, because I haven't even finished 2, so... I have to do a fresh save anyway, because my old save has my real name on it, and I'd rather not have that on the internet, on like a big live stream. Alright. That's all. Thank you everybody for coming. Peace. I don't know which camera to peace. So, yeah, okay. See ya. Later. Goodbye. Here to the end screen. Bye.